My name is Sid Parker. I own a company by the name of Environmental Supply. The storm tank or water tank is our tank. We designed this and engineered it. I want to go over the features and benefits of this tank. We have several other competitors in the market that have chosen to go with an oblong sized tank that's 28 inches wide, mainly so it could fit through a door opening. Fitting through a door opening was one of our concerns, but not our main concern. When we engineered and designed this tank, it was for strength. We live in an earthquake zone here in Utah, and then across the country we ship a lot of these tanks to areas of the country that are plagued by hurricanes and tornadoes and other sorts of storms. So we wanted our tank to hold up in the case of something falling on us, something flying into it. We wanted our tank not to fracture at its most critical time. So let me go over some of the strength issues that we designed into our tank. If you notice, our tank has 12 sides on it. At every side there's a bend. Each bend in this tank gives it an incredible amount of strength to the sidewall of our tank. So we have 12 bends in our tank. The other thing is we've overbuilt the tank to 13 pounds per gallon. Water weight tanks that are specifically just for water are built 8 pounds per gallon. This tank is built to 13. The sidewall thickness, the nominal sidewall thickness, is 1/4 inch. This here is a sample piece out of the sidewall of one of our granite colored tanks. As you can see here, the nominal thickness on this is 1/4 inch. Anyway, we've added more plastic. It's 5 pounds per gallon heavier than it really has to be. But again, that's so if things are flying into it or falling on it, it won't fracture. You'll still have your water when you need it the most. The other thing that we put on all our tanks is 2 heavy-duty brass ball valves. These are very heavy-duty, and the bulkhead fittings we use also are a lot heavier than we need to use as well, but they're very heavy-duty. The ball valves are lead-free. They're kind of the new government spec for being referred to as lead-free ball valves. Those are kind of the nice things for strength, but let me show you another thing we did to our tank. If you notice right here and up here, we've actually in the mold process, we've recessed 2 points on our tank here, and that's for earthquake strapping. Now we are getting a little bit of background noise. We're doing this outside. We have to deal with some of the street noise, so be patient with this. But anyway, earthquake strapping, hurricane strapping is very important that you secure to a wall. Again, keeping the tank upright. If the earth starts to rock and roll, or if the winds start to blow pretty hard, that will help. We have also developed a mounting kit for our tank. If you notice here, our tank is sitting on a platform. What we've done with this platform, I don't know if you can see it or not, but what it is it's 2x12s we've got from the local lumber yard. We've cut them to length, and then we've cut the shape to follow our tank. And then we've rounded off the edges all the way around other than on the back side. That lets air back in underneath. Just in case water has been spilled underneath here, air can get back in and dry it out so the mold does not grow underneath there. So that's pretty important that air be allowed to get underneath the tank and dry it out in case of moisture. Now there's kind of a lot of debate, does my tank need to go on a platform, does it not? Our recommendation is if your tank is going in a garage where it's susceptible to oil spills or fuel spills or chemical, lawn chemicals or things of that nature, we highly recommend your tank be put on a platform. That would protect your tank, that would protect your water. If it's going in your basement, in a storage room or someplace where none of those things are ever going to affect it, it's your choice. The tank will not leach. You don't have to worry about things out of the concrete leaching into your water, but water and food is affected. The taste of it is affected by what it's stored by. So your water could end up tasting like concrete if you don't. Probably not the biggest deal in the world. The water's still going to be safe to drink. So again, as far as platform, no platform, our recommendation is if it is in a garage, put it on a platform. Whether you buy this platform from us or whether you make your own, would recommend a platform. If it's in the house, it's your call. The other parts of our mounting kit, besides the platform, is we have a drinking water kit. It's a water purification kit that will keep your water purified for 5 years. It also has a test kit in here to test the water to make sure it's safe to drink. Kind of a nice little kit. That's part of our mounting kit. The other items that are part of the kit is the two straps for strapping your tank to the wall for earthquake and hurricane. Those are part of the kit. Also, we give you the bolts to mount to the studs to anchor your straps to. Now, if your tank is going to be anchored to a concrete wall, then the type of anchor that we give you is a concrete anchor, as well as the eye bolts that screw into the concrete anchor. So you drill your hole in the concrete, mount your anchor, and then screw your eye bolt into those anchors. So it's a pretty dang good program. So you either get the wood type of bolts, or you get the concrete. And then the last thing we give you with the kit is a drinking water safe hose. That's pretty important. There's a lot of bad hoses on the market today. I should say bad. I mean, they're great for watering your lawn, they're great for watering your garden or what have you, but they're not great to drink out of. They're not great to run your drinking water through. So the other part of our kit is a drinking water safe hose that's made for this purpose. So you have the 5 things that are part of our mounting kit. You got the platform, you got the water preservation kit, the drinking water safe hose, the bolts, and the straps. That's so you can get it off the ground, strap to the wall for earthquake or hurricane, preserve it for 5 years so you don't have to keep rotating it, and the hose to fill it with. That's all part of our mounting kit that we sell. The other nice thing, let me go to the conveniences of these tanks. If you notice the two valve locations, you've got the one heavy duty brass ball valve on the very bottom, you got the other one that's offset and up 22 inches. As you notice, we've placed a bucket under there to kind of illustrate how easy it is to get your water out. All I have to do is just open that valve up, and I can fill up my water jugs, my water buckets, or canteens, or whatever I have. That is so nice. Rather than having to pump it out of a drum or tip the drum over or anything of that nature, which can be not only a pain in the butt, but if you're tipping over a heavy 55-gallon drum of water, that can also be dangerous if it falls on somebody. So filling up your water jugs and buckets is really easy. And then once your water level gets below this point, naturally you're going to put a hose on down here, and you're going to keep getting your drinking water out of it. But let's say you want to rotate and drain the tank. And let's just, for example, let's say this isn't your garage. All that you'd have to do is hook up your hose to this bottom valve, run the hose out to the lawn or the flower beds, open the valve up, and just let it water the lawn or water the flowers. When it's empty, all you have to do is just close the valve. There's a 7-inch lid on top. Unscrew that 7-inch lid, put your drinking water safe hose in the top, and fill it back up. That's all there is to it. So it's really easy to maintain, really easy to rotate the water, really easy to get the water out to use and drink and cook with. Just really convenient. The other nice thing is just how much water you can get in that small space. Our tanks are 30 inches wide, 30 inches deep, and our 250-gallon tank is 84 inches tall. Our 185-gallon tank is 68 inches tall. It's just a little bit shorter. But one of the big things is space. This here will hold almost the amount of 5 blue water barrels, but takes up the footprint in your garage or in your basement of about the space of 1 blue barrel. So in about the footprint of 1 blue barrel, I could have the water of almost 5 blue barrels. So it saves a lot of space, a lot more convenient to get your water out of, safer because you're not tipping over that blue drum trying to get the water out. When it comes time to rotate the water, I can't tell you how much more easier that is. Like I said, you just hook a hose on that bottom valve, run it out to the grass or the flowers, and water the grass and flowers, and that's all there is to it. Let's say the tank was in your basement instead of in your garage. Everybody should have a floor drain in their basement. So all you'd have to do is run the hose from the lower valve to the floor drain. Open it up, let the water run out. When it's empty, close the valve, put your drinking water safe hose on top, fill it back up. So we feel like it's a superior program. We feel like it's a superior tank. That's about all I have to say about our tanks right now and our mounting kit. If you have any questions, feel free to email me at SID, spelled S-I-D, at edprep.com. Again, that's SID at edpprep.com. Go ahead and email me any questions you have, and I'll reply back and give you any information.